All right, welcome YouTube peeps to Q34 Tuesday. We haven't done rounding in a while, so let's look at 51 rounded to the nearest 10. You put a box around the place value that you're rounding to, underline the digit to the right. Put a box around the place value you're rounding to, underline the digit to the right. If the boxed number is 4 or lower, you round down. If the boxed number, I messed up. If the underlying digit is 4 or lower, you round down the boxed digit. If the underlying digit is 5 or higher, you round up the boxed digit. All right, so we look at the underlying digit. It is 4 or lower, so you round down to the nearest tens place. You round down to the nearest tens place. Now we're rounding 51 to the nearest 100. You put a box around the number, the place value that you're rounding to, underline the digit to the right. If it's 5 or higher, the underlying digit, you round up the boxed number to the next place value. If it's 4 or lower, you round down to the nearest hundreds place. All right, it is a 5, so we're rounding up to the nearest hundreds place, which is now 1, and all the other numbers become zeros. Maybe we should do a couple more rounding here. 746. Put a box around the number that you're rounding to, the place value, underline the digit to the right. Same thing. Look at the underlying digit. 5 or higher, you round up to the nearest tens place. All right, there's a quick review of rounding. Let's see. Let's do this equal groups question. In 6 days, Kelly drank 60 ounces of orange juice. How many ounces did Kelly drink each day? So you can make 6 circles. Oops, I think I just did 7. Yep. Now each circle represents what? A day. Now you can just pass out the 60 ounces to each day. What's the problem Mr. Pasafume didn't do right now? See how small I made my circles? It makes it a lot harder to put your dots inside the circles if you make them too tiny. Okay, so, because now you got to make them kind of small, right? So you got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you keep passing them out. You kind of want to count out loud inside your head a little bit so you don't lose track. Because 60, that's a lot. Once you finish, you got to figure out how many dots are in each circle. You're going to find out there's 10. The quicker way to do it would be to know your multiplication facts. 60 ounces shared among 6 days is 10. You should be able to see that as a division problem. If you don't, then you just got to make circles and figure it out the long way. It might take you a long time, but at least you're going to get the right answer, drawing out circles. This is an equal groups problem. All right, when we're talking about area, remember area is the grass in your yard. The perimeter is the fence. So all this little gray here is the grass. You're going to have to count each square. Now I'm just going to move this one and this one to over here and fill in that gap. And then I'll cross those off. You see how I just moved to the gray ones? Now we have a 5 by 6. All you do is multiply the base times the height, or the length times the width. You should memorize the formula for the area. Length times width. Like times width. Which one does not belong? These are all quads. Quad means 4. If you ever go to the desert and you ride quads, they have 4 wheels. A tricycle. Is that even how you spell tricycle? Tri means 3. Tricycle. And then bicycle, bi means 2. See that? Bi means 2. Tri means 3. Quad means 4. So this one looks like it stands out because that's a tri, and all the other ones are quads. Draw a model for 2/3. Make a rectangular pizza. 1, 2. Now, how could I make a equivalent fraction for 2/3? All you got to do is add cuts. You either add cuts or you take away cuts. Fractions, though, you got to make sure each piece is the same what? In fractions, each piece needs to be the same size. So now we have 4/6. Obviously, you could cut that again. Now you have 8/12. If you have 8/12, you're not eating any more pizza than 4/6. It's just the slices are smaller, right? All right, here we go. In order to run 1 mile in gym class, Sophia will need to do 4 laps around the track. 1, 2, 3, 4 laps. If Sophia runs 3 laps around the track, 1, 2, 3, what fraction of the mile will she run? 3 out of 4. All right, hopefully this helps you with Tuesday's homework. Q3 forward.